Okay guys, I think I finally figured out who I am. And fun fact that you might have not have known about me, I don't really like looking at myself in the camera, so I blur my vision whenever I record these so I don't have to actually look at myself, because I'm looking at myself in the camera, but I can't actually see myself except a big blur, because as I just said, I don't like looking at myself. What an opener. Anyway, I don't remember what I was going to talk about. Yes, I do remember. What was I even gonna say? Oh yeah, I figured out who I am. I've always had pretty bad identity issues, like, let's say, dissociation, properly perceiving myself, other people, things around me. Guys, what if I was not like... I was talking about that God shit earlier, like, what the fuck? Let's talk about, like, the concept of a fallen angel. No, I can't say that. I sound really self-centered, like those people in 2020 who'd be like, I have a God complex, actually. Yeah, I have a God complex. I'm actually God, and like everything revolves around me. You can't stand bitches like that. Like, no, the fuck you're not. Know your place, dumbass. Okay, that sounds pretty aggressive. I promise I'm not on any drugs right now. I can open my eyes pretty wide. What was I even gonna say? Yes, fallen angel thing. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. I get 3 types of people in my comments. I'm convinced that all of them are AI generated. The first one, and the most common, is saying, real relatable. The second is, yes, I'm also a 50-year-old virgin who's never had a friend before, so I know how you feel. And the third one is like, my schizo posting queen, yes, get me a girl like her. Like, guys, I read every single comment, fun fact. I know visual novels are like a pretty niche medium, but my favorite one, I think, is called Subarashiki Hibi, full name, full government name. I think I remind myself of Takashima Zakuro a bit. I don't know, because she is so, like, disconnected from her own life that she hates so much that she's created, like, this delusional persona of herself as a form of escapism. Only thing is that she went so crazy from it, she convinced herself she was an angel from another universe, and that the way that she could go back from there and go back and return to her true self is by jumping off a building, splattering on the ground, and she thought the moment she hit the ground she would go back to being her full, true, angelic self. Do I seem angelic? What eldritch being do I give off? One of the more uncommon types of comments I get, I like when people compare me to other characters, except the comment I got that said I was like Ashley Graves, which I don't really know how to feel about that, because that's like the incest game, which I'm not a huge fan of, because incest is like weird and bad, I guess. Oh my god, I'm talking too much for my own good. Or I could get like an influx of people just saying W rage bait without knowing. That's like, what if I actually just like really thought this way and none of you would know, because you're so desensitized to people actually being like, oh, I can't think with no music, god, skip to the next song, not this song. Okay, I like this song. I'm trying to remember what I was talking about. I don't really remember what I was talking about. On the car ride home, I have an hour drive to school and back every single day. On the car ride home, I was really spiraling a little bit. I was just thinking to myself while listening to my music, like, oh wow, all this is pretty crazy. What if I'm like not even real? No, wait, what if I am real, but like everything designed around me is purposefully designed to spite me and to really push me over the edge, just to test to see how far I can go, hypothetically. Interesting little thought we already talked about. I think I might just be repeating myself from last time. Or something. I'm kind of running out of things to talk about. I had so much to think about, to talk about on the way home. I was like, yeah, I have a bunch of ideas to talk about when I get home. But yeah, I don't know, do people even, like, when they say real and relatable, like, what extent do you get from that? What's the extent of you saying that you understand? Like, understanding completely or just a little bit? because I find it hard to believe that people can really understand to a full extent. I might have just some kind of superiority complex in terms of that, thinking that no one actually really understands me. Nobody understands me. Do you know how emo that sounds? Well, it's still kind of how I feel, unfortunately. Next song, because I don't like this part. It would be interesting for people to be different species, like a fallen angel. I wish I was an angel. That would be really nice. Wait, what if I was like forced to keep that a secret from everyone, or else my head exploded? And so I have to lie about it or make it seem ironic so I don't get my head exploded. What if I was actually like a heaven-sent angel sent here to perceive the earth and to experience inconveniences, humanly inconveniences, in order to gain a better understanding of this world? But I have to make, as I just said, I have to make it seem ironic so people won't think I'm being serious, because if they think I'm being serious and my cover gets blown, then I die. Or worse yet, I'm forced to stay here forever and can't return to from whence I came. Interesting. Very interesting. If I had an unlimited credit card, the first thing I'd do... Let's talk about selfish desires in terms of having an unlimited credit card. Let's not talk about like, I would give billions of dollars to charity and good causes. No, I'm talking about like real, raw, selfish shit. If I was super selfish and I had an unlimited credit card, I'd probably bribe all my teachers into giving me an A+ in every class, because I'm too lazy, depressed, and demotivated to do any of my classwork. Other than that, I'd probably buy a nice set of nails, because I've never gotten my nails done before. I like this song. What I'm talking about right now kind of reminds me of myself a little bit. I'm actually extremely annoyed that I had so many ideas of what to talk about when coming home, and then now when I'm actually home, my mind just goes like blank because I'm trying to think of all my ideas at once, and then that like accumulates to one idea, and so now I'm like all over the place instead of having one set topic, which is really annoying, because I was talking about earlier how I wanted to transition into having like to be able to talk about one set of a topic like each video, so again it wasn't like all over the place and it seemed more organized, because I'm a really organized person. I love being organized. I clean my room not every day, I was lying, every single week at Friday at 7 p.m. sharp. I can't snap, unfortunately. That's how organized I am. My beautiful, wonderful schedule, that's very sacred to me, and if it gets disturbed, I'm really pissed off. Last week we had snow, and then I was really pissed off though. I didn't care about the snow. I cared that my schedule was disturbed, because since it was snowing on Friday, I couldn't get takeout on Friday. My family doesn't like getting junk food. The only time I can get junk food is on Fridays for dinner. I like Burger King a lot. A lot of people hate it, but I like it a lot. And then because it was snowing and then people couldn't even like drive, and it was probably closed anyway, I was really annoyed that my schedule got disturbed. I cry about very minuscule inconveniences, no matter, even if it's like the smallest thing is like not being able to get what I want for my selfish desires, or like a much higher thing, like let's say a family member died, I'm still crying the same amount of tears for both of them. Is that apathetic to say? I don't know. I think I'm like a considerably apathetic person, or maybe it's just my lack of understanding to like other people's lives. Like I can't fully perceive other people's lives, and so like I can't feel enough for them. I can't even really feel enough for myself, but that's clearly a lie. I clearly can feel enough for myself if I'm like sobbing about like little inconveniences and saying, oh, my life is so hard, my life is so hard. Like, oh my god, I'd piss myself off. Like, if I was like invincible, if I had like a really good durability, I'd just constantly be doing like, but like a lot harder. You guys know that one makeup video of that lady that trended a while ago, and she like did that and she was doing it over and over again. She was like bleeding everywhere. That was actually just fake. It was like a makeup ad or whatever, but I'm talking too quick for my mind to comprehend. I'm pissed off I couldn't keep a certain subject, so I'm gonna clock out now and go and watch my favorite Minecraft YouTubers because I love Minecraft. Who do I remind you guys of in this scenario? I'm interested to see what people perceive of me, what they think about me. Do they think I'm reaching everything I say in order to make myself seem more special, sound more special, so I can seem more like a unique, not like the other girls type, or do they actually think I'm like genuinely crazy? I'm not going to confirm or deny neither of those because I think it's interesting to see the differences in how people perceive me, because I am a different person in every person's eyes. And each of them that is perceived, each version of me that is perceived by every single person is the real me, because since it's real to them, why should their perceivement, I don't think that's a word, of me should be worth less than how anybody else sees me? So they're all like the real me.